Hello, thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast. This is episode 156. I am Grant Fierro here with Mike Medina to talk about what went down in skating over the past 2 weeks. We were gone for a week, so we got a pretty stacked topic list as far as some news and some really big video releases within just like the past few days, really. But Mike, to start us off, probably the biggest news: Shane O'Neill announced his departure from Primitive.
Which we knew about for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, we've heard. Yeah, it was pretty quiet, but I've heard a couple people talk about it.
Yeah.
But as far as the majority of skateboarders and like everyone's reaction on Instagram, it was a pretty big surprise.
Oh yeah, huge, especially to the kids, man.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say though? I feel like when we heard that the Dragon Ball Z board was gonna be his last board with the name on it, I feel like it made sense because of how much hype that series had and how much it like kept the brand busy, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I think that for them to sort of immediately drop a full-length video right after the fact, I think that was obviously a push in the right direction. And I feel like if you're gonna leave or lose a guy like Shane O'Neill, then to release a full-length video project like showcasing the dudes that you do have is the best approach for that.
Yeah. That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just like Shane's gone and that's it. Although I really would have liked them to just to be awesome for have it to be like Shane goes again.
Oh, like he goes away.
Yeah, like another part, dude.
That would be cool. But yeah, I'm sure Shane's stacking for like his own promo thing now.
Yeah. Did you hear any rumors about who he's taking with him or no?
I mean, a few weeks ago, me and you, I think we talked about on the show a little bit. Yuto leaving blind soon.
Yeah.
I would guess that if that were to happen, that Shane could pick him up. I haven't heard anything. Like I would guess Yuto. Another guess would be Deshaun. An opportunity for him, maybe.
That's my number one. That's like number one draft pick for me.
And then I had another one in mind. Oh, same as Deshaun. Like I haven't heard anything about this, but John D'Lo still.
Oh wow!
Sick.
Why did I not even think of that one? Holy shit, that's sick. I hope so. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be sick to see John especially get that board sponsor that he well deserves.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that that just those like I mean I'm not including John because I hadn't had him in my thought, you know.
Yeah.
Just the three dudes that we were talking about, I feel like it's just such a good launch for a brand.
Yeah, and I also feel like there very well could be someone, maybe like someone from Australia or someone a little more quiet that maybe we've barely heard of that Shane knows.
Oh yeah, I would definitely think that there'd be an AM that's
which would be sick.
Yeah.
So that could be super cool.
I mean, he dropped that one video part and had a few of his friends that no one had ever heard of it, and they were all super good.
Yeah. I mean, even like not that these dudes are going to be like on the team, but I'm sure James, who's like filmed pretty much all of Shane's video parts, I would just guess he'd be like the main dude, the main filmer for that company. And then I know I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. That photographer Jake Darwin. He's from Australia too, and usually shoots photos for Shane. They both skate so good. So I'm guessing they could definitely have roles in the brand as well.
I'm backing it. I have no problem with it. I like, especially if it's going to be like this Shane O'Neill brand. I think that the people that he's taken with him are supposedly or rumored to have with him are all dudes that make sense for that like elite level skating.
Yeah, one thing that stood out to me was the way. Because I very clearly remember Shane's announcement leaving Skate Metal. Just the way he posted it on Instagram, and his leaving Primitive are honestly almost the same, like very similarly worded. He left Skate Metal because he wanted to do something with his friends, which ended up him being a partial owner in Primitive. And he left Primitive, and his reason for leaving Primitive is because he wants to do something with his friends. So I think Primitive was maybe, I mean, obviously I have no idea why he left, but looking at it in that sense, it's kind of like a stepping stone. It was more than just his board sponsor. He was a partial owner. and probably, had a little more role than just being on the team. And now I guess he wants to take another step and really do his own brand.
Yeah, but if you notice though, like he was never really, with the team, man. Like
Yeah,
all
I think he skated with them when they were home. Like he'd skate with a handful of them, like in LA area. But
mm-hmm.
there was a lot of trips he wasn't going on. At the same time, there've been a ton of trips this year. I mean, even the past few months, we're filming for this Never video that Primitive just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
That he didn't go on, which I know Shane was injured for a little bit, and then I'm sure that him or he had already talked to Primitive, and it would why would he go on those trips if he was going to leave?
Right, and like I feel like he just kind of like you mentioned it earlier, how he has his own filmer, his own photographer, his own like the way he likes to do things. You know what I mean? So like, why stray from that at this point? It's been nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, even if he were to never leave Primitive, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he's just not big on going on trips with the whole team, and he feels like he works better just like a smaller crew.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're saying, that could just be where Shane feels like he can skate the best and get his best footage and whatever.
Which I'm sure probably is the case.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, even with his personality, his Instagram, he kind of just seems to be skating with just a couple dudes and keep it pretty tight on the sessions.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems like a kind of just like a mellow, a little quieter, not type of guy.
Yeah, I agree.
I can see him not wanting to, not want to, but work better just like a smaller crew versus huge. There's 8 skaters and 2 filmers and a photographer. And,
right.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, he said he's launching it before the year ends, so within 6 months.
Yeah, no shit.
I would assume it's June right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it's out by the end of the summer.
I would definitely assume that because then they can get that Christmas money.
Yeah, I bet they'll try to get it going pretty quick. Probably be out filming, working on a little promo launch video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just excited to kind of see who he takes with him. That's I hope Deshaun.
I really
like my number one thing, just because I feel like it's absurd that this guy doesn't have a board sponsor. Same with John Dillo, though.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
And I really like the way Shane seems to show himself through social media and kind of how he represents his
lot of comments.
He's got a cool eye for a lot of stuff. So
yeah,
just as a fan of skateboarding, I'm pretty excited to see what he does with the brand and who he takes and just how that company will. Just what that company's role will be, I guess. Their image.
Made skateboards?
No.
For life.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, we already mentioned it. Primitive released a video titled "Never." First question, actually, Mike. Would you call this a full-length video? In the year 2018, is this a full-length?
It's 30 minutes.
Around there, around the total start to finish, it was maybe 27 or 30. Yeah.
How long was LSD?
Around 30.
And you refer to that as a full length, so yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I was just curious.
I personally wouldn't. But like you said, in 2018, I think that maybe that and LSD are the things that we're going to get that are closest to what we traditionally known as a full length.
Okay. One reason I would say LSD is more of a full, although the times are very similar, there's more shared footage in this Primitive Never video versus in Crooked's LSD. I don't think there's any shared parts. Gon's is kind of obviously sprinkled throughout a little bit. Drew Habel had some, there's guest clips and parts, whatever. But everyone on the team, I want to say, had their own part. In Primitive's Never, there was Wade and Diego shared footage. There was a montage, kind of like a montage with Peacock and a few international writers, from Europe, that dude Marek and a couple others. So for that reason, I would say LSD, to me, was more of a full length than this. But this is about 30 minutes, so you can call it full length. Obviously, Carlos started off. Mike's jumping back in here right now. He had a little technical problem. But stand out to me personally. Oh, Mike, you're back. How's it going?
Hey.
Hi. Mike, to summarize real quick what I was saying, I said to me, I would say LSD, even though they're the same time length, I'd say LSD was more of a full length to me because there's pretty much only each person has an own part versus Primitives Never. There's a handful of shared parts. So for that reason,
that's true. I'll give you that. But I also feel like there's like almost twice as many guys.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the team size also has a huge thing to do with it. But one crazy thing, Alan Hannon, who I've been in contact with, and we're going to try to get him on a show soon to chat a little bit about the process of this video. But he said that the majority of this video, I mean, as you can tell, a lot of it's not filmed in the U.S. Some of it is. Obviously, a lot of Paul's footage is here.
Yeah.
But it's on trips that were within the past 2 to 3 months, which is crazy that they got this much footage in that little of time. But I'd say with how skateboarding is and how fast things come and go, that just like having the money to send your team on a bunch of trips for 2 to 3 months and knock out a 30-minute video that has made a huge impression on skating the past couple of days since it dropped. I've seen a ton of stuff on all social media about it.
Totally.
Is probably like the best thing you could do as a brand. One of the best things.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, the productivity of those dudes over there is pretty fucking crazy, right?
Yeah. And I mean,
other than Sebastian, who had like 4 clips, and Peacock, who had like 3 clips, I think everyone else had like a solid chunk of footage.
I mean, Sebastian was Brian over for a while?
I have no idea, dude.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But Trent and Diego don't stop. It was cool to have Wade footage.
A ton of Wade footage, and it was all good, like really quality shit too, you know?
Yeah. So as far as that whole video, Mike, is there one stand out to you?
Frankie Villani is the winner for me for sure.
Okay, that's a sick choice. Frankie.
It was just so creative, and like the song went perfectly with his skating. The trick selection is exactly what I kind of like expected, but also did have like a few wacky twists in there that I definitely did not expect. He did a fakie heel down a stair set, which I'm obviously a huge fan of. The front feeble, that super long one that like randomly has like a knot in it, like not even a kink. It's like a fucking weird thing. That's real crazy, man. There's a few things in there that were just like kind of like should have never seen before too, like the front nose to crooked grind, right? Was that what it is?
Yeah, like the sloppy front nose 270, but he like 501.
Yeah, that was wild, man. I've never seen that trick before.
Yeah, that was rad.
Yeah, and then who else? I really liked Wade's stuff. Carlos Ribeiro started it off super sick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Paul's footage was super good. Robert Neal's super good. Like, I don't know. I think it was a really enjoyable footage or enjoyable video from start to end for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I liked it a lot. I'll get a little bit into more why I like the whole thing, but for one dude, for me, I agree a lot that Frankie's probably number 2 to me, but standout for me was Trent.
Yeah, he killed it.
2 songs, crazy amount of footage.
I was gonna say I think he had the most.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it, right?
Yeah, he had the most footage.
Yeah.
Really cool ledge tricks. I don't know. I just am a big fan of how he looks doing his tricks. Everything looks so cool.
Yeah, he fits the Adidas kit really well.
They need to start pushing him because he does not.
Yeah, right? I've been saying that. I completely agree. I think
he's not slowed down the past couple years, and it's going to keep going.
Yeah, Diego had a bunch of switch tricks, huh?
Yeah, skates switch a lot, flips his board a lot, does awkward ledge tricks. Honestly, for me, that's one of my probably top 5 parts of the year so far.
That one?
Trent's Never part, yeah.
Yeah, that was super good. Yeah, it was awesome. I'm definitely not mad.
Yeah. But as a whole, I agree. The video was great. There's a lot of cool songs, and I think it was edited. Each person was edited to the song super well. Like Wade and Diego Skating the Future seemed perfect.
Yeah.
Devin with his song was amazing.
Oh yeah, let's not sleep on Devin's part.
Devin had some really good footage.
Yeah, he nailed it. He came through with a ton of stuff.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, for sure.
That
Me and
was
my homies were talking about that. We're like, damn, dude, this is like the best Devin Calloway we've ever seen for sure.
Yeah, he killed it.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, props to that. He had way more footage than Peacock did. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that was tight. Devin came through. Yeah. Other side was all put together super well. I liked how Trent kind of finished it, but then Paul closed it out.
Paul, that's what I wanted to talk about though. Like, okay, do you remember when he like kind of basically said that he was no longer going to do street parts?
Yeah.
Do you count this one?
Let me phrase my answer like this, at least at first. If you asked P-Rod if that was a video part, he would say no. I bet.
I can almost guarantee he would not say that's a video part.
Yeah. So for that reason, I'd say no. Because, I mean, it's short. It was like probably a minute and 20 seconds of his footage.
Yeah, but so is Gino.
Yeah. So I don't know. Because of the length, I think Paul would say it's not a part. We see short parts though, like kind of often these days. Obviously, in probably everyone's eyes, maybe Paul. I don't know how you feel about it, but everyone else's eyes, it's quality enough footage to call a video part. Yeah,
I read something online that they said that said that Instagram is trying to raise the 1 minute time length.
Oh, that's trash if they do.
Yeah, especially for skateboarding, it's gonna be real weird.
If it's a 1 minute video on Instagram, I already really finished that.
Dude, I'm already like.
I wish it was still 15 seconds. It was cool when people would cram their footage into 15 seconds.
I liked that. 1 minute. I think 30 seconds would be a nice medium.
Yeah, I do. I think 1 minute's just real lengthy.
So it's real, especially when every fucking edit looks the same.
I wonder that too.
Just like zoomed in trap ass SoundCloud music to like big spins.
A back big spin.
Big spin and a front and a back three. And what else is gonna be in there? A kickflip. Yeah. I don't know. I'm so tired of it. Dude, it's like burning me out on Instagram, dude. Like I never post anymore because I rarely use it. Like unless I'm on Skateflay, like I barely be going on there anymore, man.
Oh yeah.
It's bumming me out. I don't know why, dude. It's like the skate videos on there are just like either totally fucking absurd or just awful.
That's funny. Yeah, if they raise it, though, we've already seen an Instagram part like we've had.
Dude, if they raise it to make it, if they make it longer, I'm probably out, man. I'm gonna bail on that shit.
Oh, it's good. Breaking some news on Skateflay right now. Mike might leave Instagram. Well, he just left Skateflay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's really it as far as the Primitive Never video. I nailed it. I want Mike to get back in here to chat about something else, though. But in the meantime, news. There's a lot of news. We already talked about Shane leaving Primitive. We'll keep it board sponsor-wise. Tyson Peterson was announced pro. I believe it was on Thursday for Element, which is super sick. I think that was – honestly, personally, I was a little surprised just in terms of I thought it would be a longer wait. There was obviously probably no doubt to anybody that he was going to go pro. But just it being Element, number one. Number two, he got welcomed to Vans not too long ago. So I would have expected a little longer of a wait. But I was stoked to go on Instagram and see everyone holding his board.
I wonder how many times I can get kicked out in the same episode.
You might set a record today.
Yeah, no shit. You know what's crazy is I'm totally hardwired and like Ethernet into my modem too. Like, there's no way this should be happening.
Mike, what do you have to say about Tyson going pro?
Oh hell yeah, let's go, dude! Yeah. The entire state of Florida is almost made it, right?
Yeah, I think it's cool because it's like I don't know if I should say next generation because they're probably pretty close in age, but just like dudes that haven't blown up as much as we think of as the Florida dudes, like there's just more there and keep coming in it.
Yeah, I'm really stoked on Marcos Montoya.
Yeah, he is so good.
He's so sick.
That dude kills it.
And he's like the next one up.
I think Christian Dufresne is from Florida too. He gets cricket boards.
Oh hell yeah,
He's out in Long Beach too. Like, he skates with D'Lo and all them a lot. Jamie. He has a trick in John D'Lo's recruit. And then Nikolai Piombo. He gets weekend boards. He's from Florida. I'm a huge fan of his skating. I don't think he's had a video part yet. I just seen his bunch of his clips on Instagram, but he's so sick.
Oh, tight. I've never heard of either of those dudes.
Yeah, they're boarding on Keep It Coming. But yeah, congrats to Tyson. That was just something in skateboarding I think pretty much everyone got psyched on.
What's the last one, dude? Corey Glick?
Oh, for Am Scramble 2017? Yeah, Corey's the only one left.
Yeah, he is. Holy shit.
Mike, when you were gone for a sec, I was saying I was honestly a little surprised that Tyson went pro already.
What?
I just thought it would be a longer wait.
I think it's pretty perfect. He's very relevant.
I'm not saying, like, I don't think he should be pro yet. I'm just saying, like, based on him being on Element and that his Welcome to Vans thing was pretty recent, I just expected a longer wait.
Yeah, but this is also the new Element that turned Mason Silva pro after one part.
Yeah, Mason did go pro pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. I heard that there was like reasons why Mason Silva went pro for them so fast though, and they had to do with numbers edition number 1.
What do you mean? You thought he was trying to get swooped up?
Yeah, he was gonna get swooped up.
And then we talked about that on Skateflay so long ago.
We did talk about it?
I talked about it. I think before numbers even launched, I remember Costin comment, or I think Costin posted one of Mason's clips or a photo and was like super hyped on Mason.
I mean, shit.
And I remember saying that.
Rightfully so, dude. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that he was number edition was gonna swoop him up, and then Element matched the deal.
Interesting.
They matched the deal. Yeah, they matched the deal financially, and then told him that they'd give him a pro board, which they clearly did.
Yeah, well, that's
because that was like wild. Like Mason Silva had no introduction to Element; he was just pro.
He had his. Yeah, like the big Mason Silva red balloon part was his pro part.
Yeah.
What did he have before that?
Nothing.
I remember footage in Am Scramble.
That was way after.
No, that was like the same time.
Oh, that was like the same time. You're totally right.
Same time, yeah.
I remember now because that was like right at the same time.
Yeah, it all came out at once, kind of. Yeah, I don't remember any Mason before that.
That's what I heard. That's why he turned pro so quick.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Element's not stupid. Aren't they filming for a full length or some shit, right?
Element will have a video this year.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, dude. And you're obviously gonna want Mason Silva in your video.
Oh, for sure.
I'm hyped up on the sleeper on the team, dude. Sasha Daly.
That's a good call.
He's so good at skating, and for some reason, people just don't care.
He does get forgotten about. Who does he get shoes from? Supra?
Supra, I believe.
Yeah. He full cap Hollywood 16.
Dude, he blasted it too. Like it wasn't just like I'm going really fast and I'm gonna make it over this. Like he popped it way higher than he needed to.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, he also kickflipped into that really fucked up bank in Louisville, and I've been to that spot and it's not skatable.
Oh, really?
Dude, if you were to go there, Grant, like it's a mind melter, dude.
Yeah.
Did that.
If you see a pro do a somewhat simple trick at a spot, then you know that is the number.
Yeah, you know what? I was just talking about this last night about the Scheckler spot.
The hubba?
Yeah, like bro, people have tried to 50-50 and board slide it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that says so much about how fucked up that spot is.
Yeah, it really is.
I bet you Nija steps to it.
I'd say no.
You don't think so?
No.
Like step to bigger shit, dude.
Yeah, but I just wouldn't. I don't picture Nija grinding a king hubba.
Nija wouldn't step to the Kyle rail.
Why do you say that?
Cause, dude, he wouldn't. That's what I heard.
I don't know if I'd say that.
I heard he went there and didn't step to it.
Before Kyle?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't surprise. I mean, but once Kyle did it, I bet if Nigel had to, he probably could.
I don't know, man.
If it was a big kinked rail, I'd say yeah, Nigel will skate it. But I just don't picture Nigel grinding a big kink. Not that he couldn't. I just think of him being more of like he's gonna go skate a rail.
He's already skated them all.
No, never ending for him.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Never ending. Yeah, he'll be the only. There'll be so many rails that he'd probably be the only person to ever skate.
Isn't it kind of wild that he skates spots that like 3 other people in the world are capable of skating?
Dude, he skates spots that he's literally the only person that'll skate it.
Chase Webb, dude.
Yeah, Chase, he's like that too, or they'll skate the
Kyle.
same. But like, yeah, Kyle too. But for sure, Kyle, yeah, and Chase. But I mean, think about that back 50 Nisha does in his Till Death, whatever that Nike part, where the rail is just shaking.
Yeah.
With the bushes next to it, like
yeah, that's insane.
I don't know if anyone else is gonna ever do a trick on that. What like, there's no way someone. I really don't think anyone can do anything other than a 50. So maybe like someone regular foot front grinds it, but it's like it's already been back grinded. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but they're not the same trick.
Oh yeah, no, not for sure, not. But it's not like a back 50 and a front. Like front 50 isn't like an improvement on a back 50. So yeah, some probably front 50 it, but I don't think someone's gonna like smith it. Like it's just way those kinks are way too steep.
Those kinks are way too wobbly too, dude. Like
the whole rail was just shaking.
Yeah, like all the momentum and the speed he got from grinding the rail just like sent him all over the place.
That was so gnarly. Let's talk about Chris Cole's footwear, Mike.
Again.
I thought for sure he was going to Diamond, but now we've seen him recently on Instagram skating in some S's, which honestly kind of surprised me. Pretty much for what I just said. I thought he was skating in Diamond shoes for a while. I mean, obviously, DC ended. He was wearing Vans a bunch. I think he had Strays for a second, and then it was Diamond shoes for a while. And I saw him skating the Diamond Park a couple times, so I thought for sure he was going to skate for Diamond footwear. And then on a story the other day, he posted a bunch of clips, and he had S's on, which is cool. It was kind of sick. I think he had maybe the Excel Slims. It was cool to see him wear S's. But to be honest, I'm hoping Mike gets back in here so we can hear his opinion. But as far as my opinion, I'm not positive that we're ever going to see Chris Cole with another shoe sponsor and be on the team. I just think kind of just where he is in his career, like I'm just not going to be surprised. He's obviously a little older, slowing down in some senses, but at the same time just put out that insane X Games Real Street part, which I think he won the gold medal for, maybe. It's hard to remember that X Games stuff. But really good street footage regardless. But obviously he's not like the contest killer he once was. Now he's announcing a lot of the contests, which is sick. But as far as like a shoe sponsor, I think a lot of shoe companies would want someone that's still in those contests doing good. But yeah, maybe something smaller like S, but S only has 2 riders, 2 real on the team riders, so I wouldn't really expect them to add someone else.
What's that, number 3?
Yeah, that's 3.
Jesus Christ, dude, I'm freaking out over here.
Mike, you think Chris Cole will ever be on another shoe company?
He's still very relevant, man. He just won Real Street, right?
Yeah, he did. That's what I was just saying too. I can't remember, but yeah, he did win, huh?
Yeah, okay.
But
if he won either.
Time, I think with his age, I mean, and he's not. I was just saying too, he's not like the contest dude he once was.
He's still at the contest though, very present.
He is there. But I don't know. I don't honestly. I don't feel like he'll have another shoe sponsor. I won't be surprised if he doesn't. That's for sure.
I will. I think he'll go to Diamond footwear.
If he was going to go to Diamond, why would he stop skating their shoes and skate some S's though?
I don't know, man. Maybe he just likes trying other shit right now while the thing's getting worked out.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. If he was really about to sign that contract, I don't think he would have posted some clips and some S's.
That's true. Maybe you're right. Who knows, man?
Yeah, only time will tell. We'll see.
Dude, this is the day and age where Lacey Baker's on Nike now.
Lacey Baker.
I've literally never seen her wear Nike.
Pretty relevant.
What?
Lacey Baker's pretty relevant.
Yeah, that's not what I meant. I meant like
Mike's internet dropped out again. So we'll hear what he has to say about Lacey Baker on Nike when he gets back. In the meantime, oh, Mike's already back. Maybe not. We have a couple other footwear things to discuss, though. HRS footwear was announced over the past 2 weeks with Brian Herman, Lucien Clark, um, Eric Ellington, obviously. And I think there was one other person on the team that I wasn't familiar with.
it's this white guy that we don't know yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. And it's also strange because they posted the photos and they didn't tag any of them.
Yeah, but they also posted photos where 2 of them are not even wearing the footwear.
Yeah, I don't quite understand that either. They posted this photo.
I feel like there was a lot of anticipation and a lot of hype around this brand and the introduction of this brand and how it's supposed to like rival these huge corporate shoe brands right now. And I feel like it was like really like a kind of I don't want to say a letdown, but like I don't have a clear view of what this company is at all.
I just think it's tough to. I'm looking at the Instagram right now. I just think if I were in their position, launching a company in this day and age, I would launch it with some sort of video introduction or promo video on Thrasher.
Yeah, and product.
Yeah, and stuff available now. They did post photos of some of the footwear, which all seem to be like loafer. I guess you're supposed to skate. I guess they're skatable, but they're just like loafer. Like they look like dress shoes. Like if I were to see someone in an office with these, I think they look sick. But I don't know. Is this like? Are they gonna have a casual line and a skate line, or are these the skate shoes? I'm just not too positive at the moment.
That's you just made my exact point, man. Like I just don't know. I don't know anything other than there's 4 guys on the team.
Yeah. And it is really strange, as you said. Lucien Clark is in the middle of this photo, has some Nike running shoes on, in like this promo introduction to this company.
What's
Especially the weirdest thing of it to me about that is the way that they have launched their Instagram. They're doing these images that are split up where it's like 6 posts.
I hate that.
You know what I mean? And if you go on their account, you see how it makes an image. But one of those 6 images is it's Lucien's feet. You can see one of Ellington's shoes, which I could be wrong, but I believe Ellington's wearing spray painted Supras. Lucien's clearly wearing Nike running shoes, but the main thing in this photo are his Nike running shoes. So it's like, why would that be part of launching a new shoe company?
That we like knew was coming too. Like, you know what I mean? Like they could have held off and like was there like some crazy like reason why they needed to launch that day or something, you know? Like I don't know.
I'm not sure. It's a little random.
Yeah, even the Stray had more of a brand direction.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder why it was launched like that. There's just a couple things that seem a little weird, but I'm interested in seeing what it turns into. But at the moment, I'm not too clear on what it is exactly, I guess you would say.
Right. At this point, I don't even know if it's a skate brand or a lifestyle brand.
Yeah, that's a fair point. It is fair. All right, Mike. We got a couple of your favorite skaters on this list left, so we're gonna run through.
I know, right?
Magnus, your boy Magnus.
Dude, you were not hyped on Magnus for his numbers part.
Yeah, I like this one.
So I feel like I should be asking you more about.
Yeah, go for it. What's up? Do I like this one more? Yes.
Yes. Why?
I don't know. It was longer. I just feel like it was more footage that. It just seemed like he would probably be more stoked on this footage than that numbers. No, I don't want to call it throwaway, but like this just seemed better.
What do you mean by better? Like harder tricks?
Yeah, I guess. But I feel weird using the term harder tricks. It's like
I feel like there was a lot of just not similar. They're pretty much similar tricks done though.
Yeah, I could
I
see
think
that.
that this one, the way it was edited, was
Yeah, I think it's
far
put
better.
together better. It's a longer video, which
Hmm.
isn't always a good thing,
I
but
think it showed more of his style as far as like his spot selection, and I feel like it like just it was more of like a fun video to watch. I feel like the other one was
the song
like,
was really sick.
yeah, I feel like the other one was like really fucking artsy and like I don't know, like I
Yeah,
don't know. There's like the vibe was just like night and day difference.
yeah, I prefer this one, but at the end of the day, you're for sure a bigger Magnus fan than I am. I
Yeah,
do like this part, but there's just other styles that I'd rather watch. Like he has, I like watching dudes with pop. Magnus is pop, that's for sure. He
stupid
has a
pop.
little bit of like a loosey goosey, like sometimes sloppy ish,
I like that.
which yeah, I don't. In general, I don't dislike. And I don't dislike his, but there's just other dudes. I guess I'd rather watch skate than to be blatant with it at the end of the day. But
Yeah,
I'll watch this part again. This part was sick.
that was really sick, and he's like skates really, really fast.
Dude, yeah, he does. That did stand out to me. He had lines where he's doing crazy tricks going high speed, which is
Yeah, very switch.
yeah.
He
Um,
skates switch very, very fast.
I always like the Adidas projects. The guest tricks are always cool.
Oh yeah.
The way that those are tossed in there. So
Oh, this is the. Are you talking about which one?
I think Herman had a clip in this one. Herman Sten,
Yeah, he did.
and then I don't remember. There was a couple. But just in general, Adidas projects, they seem to toss in other riders as guest clips, like pretty cool in the other parts.
I like when they do. I like any brand that does it. I just think it's a good
Yeah.
move.
Yeah, it is a good move. It's cool.
Like, why not throw in somebody who did a sick trick that's on your brand that you don't know what to do with the clip of, you know?
Yeah, might as well, right?
Hell yeah.
Um,
But I mean, I've watched it a few times, so it's definitely on the rotation.
yeah, I should watch it again.
It's really good. Dude, Adidas projects are so sick, man.
Yeah, they seem to just be put together very well almost every.
Mhm.
We seem to say that a lot, but Adidas does do great with the videos.
Absolutely.
They really do. And then another one of our favorites, I swear he's on almost every topic list, John Duglow. His recruit release for the Barracks. And honestly, I've watched this a handful of times since it's dropped.
Yeah, it's insane how. But I still always every time I see any of his video projects, I always think back to when he was on the show and how he talks about manuals. He said something like how they're like kind of easy for him.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a natural, like
Yeah, and I was just like, dude, but like the manuals that he does are like not
going all right.
so not what you're expecting when you hear somebody say that manuals are kind of easy.
Yeah, yeah. When you hear that, you think it would just be crazy tech, which he can get crazy tech. But the reason there's so many of his manuals that I love is just that it's like a mix of going over something to Manny, which is just gnarly.
He's the best at that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I would say the same.
Mhm.
This is Ender. He grinds the 5-year-old drop to nose Manny and then nollies to 50 down the hubba, which
Yeah,
is
that's
so buck. You could get so bodied doing that.
I mean, just no one skates that park like he did.
Yeah, exactly. I think it almost feels weird. There's obviously other recruits and battle commanders I love to watch, but it's funny to think like getting so hyped up watching park footage. But just he skated it different. I love the song that was used. I think it was edited super cool. I like the B-roll shots of the like the Polaroid photos and like it was just sick.
Mm-hmm.
It had a real obviously the goal of recruiting a battle commander. It's kind of like a video part at that park, but
Mm-hmm.
it really to me had a good video part feel to it. Switch ollie over the table to Manny. Switch flip over the block. Like stuff like
That's jacked.
I think that's so sick.
Yeah, that's messed up.
So yeah, I loved it. I watched it a bunch. I'm gonna keep watching it.
It looks good in the 3STs too.
Yeah, he does look sick. He has those blue slip-on ones too with the gun. Yeah, some sick lines, and then again guest clips. A bunch of his Florida homies was so tight. Foy had that switch front crook, fakey flip. Nikolai had a clip in there. Christian DeFreen. There's a couple others.
Florida dudes are so crazy.
Yeah, but I always back that too. Just put your other homies on in your part too.
Oh, always for sure.
And like in a recruit, put some
I
other.
love when you get random like homie clips in the middle of parts. Are you kidding?
Super.
Yeah.
So definitely scope that if you haven't, for whatever reason. Oh, we should have mentioned this when I talked about Tyson going pro. But Christian Maloof was announced pro for a weekend. And I think they premiered a part of his the night they turned him pro.
Who did he used to ride for?
As far as boards?
Yeah.
I think when I first heard of him, he was already on weekend.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he used to get Adidas, and now, but he's on State now.
Isn't that his company?
I don't know. I thought he was just a rider.
I'm pretty sure State is his company.
Oh, you think? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just know he skates for them, but I'm not positive on that. One thing that is undeniable is he has possibly the highest kickflips in the world. So I'm pretty psyched to see him kickflip over probably some huge bar or something in his new part.
There's going to be a lot of kick flips.
He does a great frontside flip as well.
Kick flips and ollies.
What do you mean?
Ollie kick flips.
What? You don't sound too hyped for his part. I'm pretty excited. He goes over some gnarly stuff.
Yeah, it's probably going to be super sick.
You sound so sarcastic. I think you'll be a little more hyped on it than you feel like you will be.
All right, we'll see, huh?
Yeah, no, we'll see. We'll probably, hopefully next week we can talk about it. I think hopefully it'll come out this weekend or something on Thrasher.
Hopefully.
Should be soon because you got us bored, what, like a week ago now almost or more?
Yeah.
So probably soon. What else is there? Austin Thongvavong, Thunder Park.
How the fuck do you say this guy's name?
My sounding it out, I would say Thongvavong.
But isn't it like an Asian name? So is it Tong?
Oh, that's a good point. It could be Thongvavong. Yeah, I'm not positive.
I really don't know because that's part of
the but I could be mispronouncing his last name at the moment.
The Thunder part is so sick though. This dude has such sick style.
Talking about skating fast, that one line in the schoolyard where his tail slide lands and does another tail slide, he's going Mach 10.
Yeah, this one was I didn't know this was coming. I just like randomly saw it on their like Instagram.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just like, oh fuck yeah, that's sick.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, we'll pop out on that black rail into that crusty bank was so tight. He's gnarly.
I'm backing it. I think it's sick that Thunder puts out so many video parts too.
Yeah, it's always tight because it's, I don't know, just put a lot of the dudes on the map that they hook up.
Yeah, agreed. The last time we talked about
it was out there, but just like other like no future parts that they'll do that'll be short, but it's just like a cool introduction to like an up and coming kid that we haven't even maybe heard of yet.
Like Patrick Prayman, right? He had one of those.
Yeah, Patrick. That was the first time I heard of Patrick.
Yeah, he's sick, dude.
Skated Amigos.
That guy's super good.
Yeah, Patrick's the man. Yeah, I don't know. Austin. Oh, it was a VX part, right? It was on Thrasher. It was cool. It was a Thunder part on Thrasher. Usually they're just the on Thunder's YouTube, I think. Generally.
I mean, he's sick. He does deserve the attention.
Yeah, that part should be on Thrasher.
I agree.
Scope that if you haven't. I don't know what else to say. That fool's just gnarly, and it's raw. It's VX. He's going so fast. And he's from the Pacific Northwest. Like he's on Tactics, so I think somewhere in Oregon or Washington, maybe somewhere up there. And he skates spots up there, which is sick.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that.
Yeah, that one schoolyard line I was talking about, where there's two tail slides in a row on that. It's a concrete ledge. It's like painted red or white and red. It's crusty.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people skate that, and that's somewhere up there. Like Sibo has lines there in LSD, and Bobby Warist. I think that's in Oregon, which is sick. A couple more things. Oh, Spitfire times Lottie's video.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Surprised.
That was like a 2 weeks ago one, right?
Yeah, that's a little bit older.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about it yet.
Right.
Were you surprised to see Jerry Sue in there?
Very.
Yeah, what? I thought he hasn't even Richta for life.
Dude, I had you. If you would have given me like $1 million and said, "What kind of wheels does Jerry Sue ride?" I would have guessed like pig or something, dude. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's funny. I actually looked it up a few months ago. That's why I know it's Richter. But because I remember like seeing something, and I was like, I don't think he's on Spitfire, but like
Nah,
I would have guessed he was on. Like I knew he wasn't, but I was like, since I know he's not, what is he on? And I looked it up, and it was Richter. But I was like, shoot.
I
So
could see it being like OJ.
it was Richter though.
That's wild.
And then, but yeah, now he's in this. So I guess he's.
Like if you're gonna be on an NHS wheel company, and you're gonna choose Richter. Get the fuck out of here, dude. What? Richter? Yeah, right, dude.
Okay. Well, yeah. So my first thing, I think I saw the Instagram post about it before I went and watched it, but I was kind of surprised Jerry was in it. But I was stoked too because number one, Jerry, and number two, Jerry in his Spitfire video is sick.
I was gonna say Jerry on Spitfire just kind of makes sense, man.
Yeah, exactly. Reynolds USC line was tight.
Very.
Spanky footage is always a pleasure. I love watching Spanky.
Yeah, Spanky's the shit, but not as much as I like watching Reynolds footage, boy.
Yeah, Reynolds is your dude, huh? Do you have the Kyle Walker, Andrew Reynolds board?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, I thought I remembered you getting that. That's it.
Of course I have that board, dude.
Who are your favorites?
Yeah, man.
That's rad.
When I interviewed Kyle, we talked about that board.
Yeah. And then Dane Barker, who Mike, you and I were just discussing a little bit before this show. I wasn't familiar with him at all, honestly, until Purple. He had, I think, 2 tricks in Mike Anderson's part, and then I just kept hearing his name. He's on Khan's One-Star World Tour right now, and then he's in this Spitfire Lotties. He has like a whole part at the end of it, basically. He's the last like couple minutes.
Means they're pushing him, dude.
Yeah, he seems to be getting a big push, which is sick. Congrats to him. Is gnarly. I don't know. Skates a bunch like alleyway spots that look super hard to skate in that Spit Lotties video, which is always cool. Like ollies over to front wall ride on a garage door was so sick. I'm not honestly still not crazy familiar with him. I don't know what boards he gets.
No, me neither.
He's on Cons, and everything I've seen so far has been Buck. Skates fast and cool looking spots. So
I'm not mad at him.
I always get hyped seeing like this Spitfire Lotties video. Like there's the USC footage, they skate LA high, but then there's a bunch of just random, especially in Dane's section, like alleyway neighborhood things that is so cool because I think there's just like another level of like just dudes looking for those spots and finding them and dealing with people in a neighborhood. That's just so sick to street skating, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm always down to watch like a schoolyard or something, but it's cool to see that, to switch it up for sure.
Where is Lottie's skate shop?
In LA. I don't know what part of LA, but yeah, LA.
Sick.
Yeah. And then a couple more things. Pyramid Country came out with a full 30-minute, I guess, full-length video.
Dude, how many people in that video had you never heard of before?
I haven't finished it, but the only people I was really familiar with so far was Jack and Robbie. I haven't gotten too deep in.
Yeah. But dude, the first dude, Ryan Klemecki, is from here. We have a lot of mutual friends, actually.
Oh, yeah? He gets hockey or FA boards?
He gets hockey boards, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And cons as well.
Yeah.
And I definitely think that he had the best part in that entire video.
Oh, yeah?
His skating was like the most original. Like spot selection was definitely different. The ender was insane.
Yeah. Super bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely think he had the best part in that video.
You know what was
the reason why he went first, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. So I watched part of it right now before we went live, and then it was playing in the shop yesterday, but I didn't pay that much attention. But I did see the clip of that dude board slides. It's like a double-sided ledge and then goes down to a hubba. You just board slide and then like finger flips another board.
Oh, yeah.
Down the hubba. It was so gnarly.
Like, where do you think of shit like that?
Dude, think about how scary that would be, though.
I would never try that.
Landing on the other board down the hubba is Fuck. Jack and Robbie, I think it was like 1 minute maybe or less, but it was sick.
It was pro level good. That's what it was.
Yeah, what you would expect out of them for sure.
Right.
Jack's kickflip feeble is out of those, like out of their section, it was the under, and it's the most.
It's a pretty wild trick to be good at.
Most stuck in my mind. Yeah, flicking into a feeble is crazy. And the spot he did it on, dude, that it was a flat bar into that gnarly bank. That thing was super steep. So that was sick. But I need
that whole video was actually a lot better than I thought I was gonna like it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying that I thought it was gonna be bad, but I actually was like, damn, this is super sick. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I need to finish it up then. So what I've seen, it was enjoyable. I wasn't bored or anything.
Yeah, there's like the knockoff Dylan in there, dude.
Yeah, I haven't got that dude's part. I know you're referring to. I don't know his name, but I did see Thrasher posted some of his clips on Instagram, and the comment section was loaded with what you just said. a lot of people saying that he was rolling away like Dylan and whatever.
Yeah, fake steez. Stop faking the steez, dude.
Yeah, exactly. A lot.
What is this, Dylan? Oh, fake Dylan. Blah, blah.
I think I happened to go on Instagram right when they posted it, and I just saw Boo commented on it twice, and I was like, "What?" And then I seen all the other comments later.
Dude, positivity. Just have fun, dude.
And then to wrap us up, Mike's boy.
Which one?
Down Wright.
Oh, jeez, dude, so pro. Every part is a bang. Every clip is banger.
Like,
there's not one sleeper ass clip in that entire part.
That's fair.
That's very fair. It's his first pro part, dude. He was gonna come correct, of course.
Dude. Nollie back heel. It wasn't like there's I'm sure a lot of people that can nollie back heel something that size, so it wasn't huge.
Mm-hmm.
But he did it so good. Which honestly, I just wouldn't have expected. Like, when I think of Down Wright, I don't usually think of flip tricks. I've seen him do crazy tray flips, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, frontside flips too. He's
he's a good frontside flipper. But I wouldn't have thought like he would have done that crazy looking of a nollie back heel. It was so pop. The way he caught it and he landed it so perfect.
The backside flip that he does, like over the stairs, over the rail too, is super.
Yeah.
I've seen the way he does it in real life. His backside flips like the way they look in real life, and they're so boosted.
That's sick.
Yeah, you called the under, dude.
Yeah, half cab back Smith.
You called it.
That means that I had two guesses. It was that or the half cab back over correct. So hopefully one day we see that one. That'd be so bug.
I bet you Jamie did it.
I bet you no one's done that yet.
I bet you Jamie did it that day.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Wait, let's just stick on the fact that half cab back Smith went down on a 16.
I was gonna say on a 16. Literally, that was the words out of my mouth.
So, but like that's the same set. Like we see someone 5-0 and we're like, oh, and he did half cab to back Smith.
Switch front feeble is still like the most fucked up thing.
You think that's the gnarliest?
Gotta be, dude.
Dude, this is up there though with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Switch front feeble though is like gnarly, dude.
Both of those have so many things that could go wrong, in which it happened in Niger. And Zion, some of the attempts are sketchy. Thrasher posted.
Yeah. Dude. Oh my God. If he wasn't so athletic, I feel like he would have gotten smoked.
Yeah, he got away from some gnarly ones, dude.
Yeah, by just like pure like jumping and balance power.
Dude, it was cool though because the last, I think sticks it or like he brings it to the ground basically, and he just jumps up and runs up the stairs, and then he did it. Like you could tell he was so fired up in the moment and like wanted it.
Yeah, he just like figured out his feet or something.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I got into it. Like I could do it.
Yeah.
It was so sick. Kirk Yankover on that bar in LA, that handrail was so amazing. This thing's the second to last clip.
Every fucking clip looks like he's just got so much power, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to go set up one of his boards today now.
You're going to go half cut back Smith or rail or what?
Yeah, dude, I'm going to do that for sure. I've never done that trick ever. I don't think I'm capable.
Yeah, that's a crazy trick on anything. Like literally, we talked about this a few weeks ago. If you see that on a flat bar at a skate park, you'd like yell.
Yeah, that's a sick one.
And undeniably one of the best front big spins in the game.
Yeah, that frontside flip that he did over the table that I posted on the skate Fillet is fucked up.
Oh, and that bump over fence. That's in San Diego.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's right by San Diego State University. You never been in the spot, but I've driven by it.
It looks huge, dude.
Yeah, I know. Last time I drove by, I was like, shoot, I should have pulled over and scoped it. Louis Lopez front heel is super good.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should have just done an MBD there, dude.
Which I did.
Get super sponsored.
That's crazy. Yeah. Zahn shut it off. Zahn closed down the week.
Yep. Sounds about right.
That's a wrap for Skate Fillet 156. Thank you for listening. Make sure to hit us up if there's anything you want us to chat about. It was a sick 2 weeks we got to talk about. The list was stacked.
Yeah, it was stacked. I was going to say, it was like the first time we've had that long of a list to talk about in a while.
I know, which was nice. It was nice. But we'll be back next week. We won't make you wait 2 more weeks.
I'm dehydrated.
Go drink some water. Go skate.
Go drink some water, kids.
Yeah, drink water and then go skateboarding.
Yeah.
I know people be having those crazy like yellow star logos on their hat, but you don't need to sip that. You just need some water.